Hello, YouTube. Hope everyone's doing good. I look like a football head helmet, but no worries. I'm getting a haircut today. And this is the video. I'm going to be making 2 videos today, and this is probably going to be my least favorite one. The title is going to be reflective of this perfume, and when I smell this perfume now, the most current formulations, I think of the song. I think that's the name of the song. I know what says it in the song, but I'm not sure if it's the name of the song. You know how some songs they'll say something like a phrase or a chorus in a song, and then that'll be the name of it. And then some of them will have a completely different name for the song. And knowing by the title, you know what it is. But the song "Half the Man I Used to Be" comes to mind when I smell this fragrance. When it is the most current formulation that you can buy in stores, and it's really disheartening. It is really sad. It's really hurtful when I smell this, and now compared to what it is, and this is Frederic Malle French Lover, or Bois de Rage. Depends on where you live at, which bottle you buy. And to me, this is a masterful masculine fragrance. This is honestly should be one of the greatest masculine perfumes of all time. Oh man, just absolutely gorgeous. A huge green blast punch in the face of Angelica. A huge blast in the face of Angelica. And you get a lot of incense. A lot of incense in here. And it's not a churchy incense. It's a wild incense. Almost like if you smelt, let's just say that incense naturally burned out in some wild tropical, not necessarily tropical, but on some island somewhere out in the middle of a lake in France. That's what. I really don't have a scent of the day, so I'll just go ahead and spray this on. Frederic Malle sprays are awesome as always. You just get a huge blast with a lot of musk. Man, this is a musky perfume. Perfumer Pierre Bourdon. This is a really musky perfume. A strong musk in here. You get some oak moss, a lot of patchouli, a lot of oak moss, a lot of patchouli, a lot of musk, a lot of incense. And honestly, what keeps this from being an old-smelling perfume, I think, is the green florals in it. There might be lily of the valley in here. Don't mark my words when I say that. There might be. Really musky, really strong. This is a 2016 bottle, so don't really expect the newer stuff to smell like this. The new stuff is nice, but it's really altered. It's really changed. The new stuff almost smells like a somewhat sour, almost like it's a naturally soured perfume, like it sat on someone's shelf and just soured. But then it doesn't last as long as this one does either. It's not as strong. It's not there's not nearly as much patchouli, incense, or oak moss in the newer stuff. The newer stuff smells somewhat soured. Like a little bit of sweetness has been added to it too, and some leather, which there is kind of a leather innuendo here, I guess you could say. Kind of the patchouli and the oak moss come together to kind of, maybe my brain is bridging gaps, because oftentimes a lot of fragrances that have oak moss in them, and as well as patchouli, also have leather in the note breakdown as well. So maybe it's my brain bridging the gap, but there could be somewhat of a leather note here, but definitely not enough to say that this is a leather fragrance, which it's not. It's not at all. It's honestly just a huge blast of juicy, wet, green florals punch in the face with a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot of incense, a lot of patchouli, and a lot of oak moss. Really masculine. Don't let those green florals fool you. 90% of men's fragrances have green florals in them, so, or well, not 90%, but back in the day, you know, most of them had it in there. But this is half the fragrance now. It's not what it used to be. And as you can see how much I have left, let me see if I can get it down there. I have less than probably, I probably have right at like 15 ml maybe. Kind of hard to characterize it and say it because sometimes the looks can be deceiving because it, you know, this bottle doesn't come all the way down here to the bottom. There's a good 3/8 of an inch up, and then you only got about another, I'd say it's a little bit more than 3/8 of an inch. But then it comes up and, yeah, I'd say probably conservatively saying I have 15 ml left. 15 ml, so I'm going to enjoy it while I can. I have not worn this really a lot at all. But, oh well, you know. I've noticed my tastes are kind of changing. They're kind of evolving. And this is still an immaculate perfume. This is very French. This is very French. And the dry down is the green florals can be somewhat challenging for people, but when it starts to dry down and those back away, man, this is an amazing, musky, manly perfume. Hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you later.